The first step in cutting out letters is choosing a word. In this case, I've chosen the word clarity. I've opened a file on my computer and I've typed out the word, selected a font that extends the horizontal length of a piece of paper. The next step is printing it out.
Now that we've gotten the font and word designed in the computer, we need to print it out on tracing paper. So the best way I found to do that is to take a piece of tracing paper and a piece of regular paper and double stick the tracing paper onto the regular paper. You can do the front part, very important, but also the sides, otherwise the tracing paper will go through first. You don't really need to do the back. It doesn't have to be exact because you are going to cut it off, but it just serves to make the tracing paper stable. It may be that you can put tracing paper through your printer, in which case you can skip this step. This is the word clarity having come out of the printer. I did use the draft feature on my printer because all we really need is the outline of the letters. The next step is to cut or detach the tracing paper from the regular paper. I'm going to quickly cut this off. Coming from a picture framing background, I tend to use a straight edge and a single edge blade, but you can always use an X-Acto knife or even scissors. Probably safer. And there's our word on tracing paper. On to the next step. So now we're going to cut out the letters in the individual patterns. And how I've done that is I've gone on an image hunt. I've gone through magazines and I've looked for bold, striking patterns that, to me, convey the essence of clarity. It's nice when you can correlate the patterns and colors of the pieces that you pick to go along with the word that you choose. So these are the pieces from my image hunt, and what I've done is I've gone ahead and selected one texture for each letter, and that's the benefit of having the tissue paper, is you can see how each letter will look. You have enough space and whatnot to cut out the letters. So let's get on with that. So what I've done here is I've cut out each individual letter and I've piled up my textures over here. And there's a couple ways to do this. You can use either X-Acto knife or scissors. I'm going to actually use both because for the round letters it's a little easier with the X-Acto knife. I'm going to tape down the letter so it's a secure manner. It's a secure way in which to cut. And again, I'm going to use the X-Acto knife. It's probably one of the more dangerous tools, but like I said, it's a little better for the round. They also have the swivel X-Acto knives, which I find that actually harder, but it's just me. So want to press hard enough to cut through both layers. And not cut through your finger. I have scars to prove that I haven't always been successful in that endeavor. I get nicer nicer shapes, which you can always clean up again with the scissors. Okay, there's our first letter, the letter C. Voila. I'm just going to clean up this a little bit. I got a little bit off track. There we go. The C in Clarity. Now for the L, I took this big bold yellow and we're just going to use the scissors. So I want a big yellow line, or maybe these two lines. Again, you want to secure it with the tape. I just find it's a little neater with the tape. It's tempting not to do it, but it really holds it secure, and that's what you want, a nice secure surface to cut. Now you'll see this is so much easier with the scissors. And our letter L. And we're going to do the A. I'm going to cut out, in this case, the middle of the A with the X-Acto knife, and the rest with the scissors. There's our A. There we have the finished letters, Clarity, cut out letters, ready to go on their background.